Hey, how you guys doing out there? My name is Malak. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure that you hit the sub button and the notification bell to be notified when I do go live. Today we're going to be talking about the year 2020. I'm just going to start out right and say it. Let me just drop the link so you guys can be able to come in after I'm done talking. But I wanted to say, cancel the year 2020. Just cancel this whole entire year 2020. Starting off for this year, we had the death of Kobe, which rest in peace to Kobe Bryant. That was a sad situation. He died in a helicopter crash. And prayers to his family. And we lost Black Panther too, the guy who played Black Panther. I just want to say, after that, it was spontaneous events that happened with Miss Rona. Miss Rona came out of nowhere and started scaring a lot of people. They started panic shopping. They started going out doing everything that was really not supposed to be on the radar. People was just going crazy this year. After that, we had the George Floyd situation that we seen with our own eyes on national TV, on the media, on social media platforms. It was everywhere, and people started protesting against the police with the BLM movement, which is Black Lives Matter. That came out of nowhere, and it swept United States like by a huge margin of people were just out, black, white, native, Hispanic. A lot of people were supporting that movement, and they were out here protesting. It went from peaceful protesting to loitering, and a lot of people were getting shot, and bad things was happening to people after that. After that, we started losing rappers. After when Pop Smoke got killed, we started losing rappers to gun violence this year at a major increase. Like this year was crazy for a lot of hip hop artists, and my family and prayers go out to those artists who lost their lives this year. And it was just sad just watching that. But also, Prince Harry, Prince Harry and his wife, they decided to step down from the royals of Queen Elizabeth because Prince Harry was saying that his wife wasn't being treated well by their family, and so he decided to leave. And I'm believing right now they resigned in LA, so he left all his royalties and got out. And my condolences go to them too as well. For I hope they can get through this pandemic and their family can survive at the end of everything that's going on, and somebody reach out and help them as well. Also, with Miss Rona going around, millions of people have went unemployed. Millions of people are unemployed right now. They have to sign up for unemployment, and it was this EDD. It was going out and giving out people like grant money, $10,000, 5,000, whatever you have it. A lot of people also couldn't feed their families, couldn't pay their bills, so they had to put a freeze on the rent this year. And hopefully people can pay that back next year, but we want to see how that's going to be the outcome of next year, because if I'm not mistaken, a lot of people, when they put that rent freeze out there, that doesn't stop you from paying rent. It just puts a freeze on your rent so you can be able to pay it next year, which is going to be a large increase. What if they say if it's in a month, or they can just scratch it out within months, but they might double the rent next year. See, that's the scary part. If they double the rent, it's going to be bad for a lot of people, because a lot of people will go homeless off of this, and I hope a lot of people don't. I hope we can be able to help a lot of people out that needs the help, and it's like the things that happened this year was also devastating with the stock market. The stock market crashed this year for a brief couple weeks to almost a month, and a lot of people didn't even realize that, but the stock market was crashing bad this year. Like Nike was going down, Apple was going down, I believe Samsung even went down. A lot of things that it went down in the stock market, and I think that was off of last year, that this stuff, even 2 years ago, I think it was just dropping and dropping. I'm hoping that the stock market can go back up now that we got these new game consoles and new phones coming out. I hope everybody can be able to afford it, and that the companies be able to make us afford those items so we can be able to have them in our household. Because, we don't need the stock market to go down. We don't need a crash like that, because we have a lot of workers and a lot of people that need these things to keep going in life, because that's the future is being run off of technology. So we need these things to be able to kind of survive if you're on the grid. Now, if you're off the grid, you can do what you want to do. You already know how to survive. Also, the wildfires this year in Australia has left a lot of animals extinct. We had koala bears and kangaroos that lost their lives. Lord, pray for them too as well, but they went extinct. We need to take care of our nature, and it's a sad thing to see that in Australia. A lot of people even lost their homes due to that fire, and it also was wildfires left and right also in California, which left a lot of people homeless and they lost their homes. Hopefully they had insurance that would cover wildfire insurance so they can be able to get shelter and nurture and care for their families. That's a sad thing to see somebody lose their house and their property to a wildfire that they didn't even expect to happen. It's been on and off this whole entire year. And another thing that happened this year was kind of odd and creepy, that we had these murder hornets that we don't know how they got here. We don't even know where they really came from. They came out of nowhere and started killing off the bee colonies, which we need the bees because that goes to the atmosphere. It has a lot to do with our pollen. We need the honeybees, and they was killing off the honeybees. So with that being said, we got to figure out a way to be able to survive around these murder hornets and make sure that they don't start killing off these bees, because we need the bees. That's science stuff that I don't want to go into, but if you want to look into that, you can yourself. But I just want to go into the next thing. The last thing that caught my eye this year, the last exact thing that caught my eye this year, and that was really strange to me. Trump caught Miss Rona. And I'm not saying that's karma or anything, but when you try to say that Miss Rona was a hoax and you catch it, it's like it was well given to you for a reason because you didn't take it serious. Maybe you might have took it serious, but hopefully his family gets well from it. Hopefully he beats it. I hope he beats it. I pray for anybody still, regardless of who they are or what they're going through and what they're doing. I'm going to pray for you either way. But I hope that he could be able to beat that sickness, because anybody who catches it, I hope they be able to beat it as well. And my prayers go out to the people who lost their family members who have it and the people who had it and beat it. My prayers go out to you. Also, I want to talk about me this year. A lot of good things have happened to me this year, and a lot of bad things have happened to me. Well, I say negative and positive. This year, I started my YouTube channel thanks to the help of Sherelle and Perry. They helped me out, and I started a YouTube channel just out of nowhere. That was just a blessing for me. I didn't expect it, but it came out of nowhere, and so now I have a YouTube channel. I'm trying to get it built up even more. And thank you guys for subscribing to me. I appreciate all my subscribers. I really do. And your super chats and the things that you guys come up here and say. And also, I got my kids this year, my daughter and my son. I'm going to have to raise them. That's a major plus. I'm very proud of myself for being able to just take care of my kids and teach them different things about this life that we live in. And I got a good woman this year, too, that's very religious. So she got me back into Bible study every Thursday. I've been doing that for like the past 10 months. So yeah, a lot of good things have happened to me, including I got my license back, which I didn't think that would happen. I shot my credit up, but a lot of bad things has happened in my family. Lost a family member to Miss Rona. My brother got into some stuff, and I don't want to talk about that. I keep that private, but it's been a lot of bad things also that happened, but it's been more positive things that happened. But I would like for you guys to call up here and talk about what has 2020 done for you. How has this 2020 treated you? So how has 2020 treated you? So I'm going to bring up some callers. Right now we got Andrea. I'm going to bring her up. How you doing, Andrea? What's up?
Hi, Gio. Good night. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing blessed. How's 2020 treated you this year?
Well, within all the bad things, I think I've been very blessed because the company that I work for, instead of going down, is going up because I work in the pharma industry. So all COVID 24/7. But aside of that, Of course, like bad things, losing people, seeing how other people are struggling. It can be very, very, how to say it. It definitely takes a toll in your mental health and all of the things that is going on. Like, you don't know where to look, because you look this way and something awful is going on. You look this way and something even worse is going on. So I hope that next year is better for everyone, and that whatever the 2 months or so that we have left of 2020 go as smoothly as possible.
Yeah, I totally agree. But what have been positive for you throughout 2020 this year? What's up, Abulavi? How you doing?
Hello.
Oh, you're asking me? I thought you were asking Olavi.
I just reading Abulavi.
Okay, yeah. The only good thing that I could say, like, I'm honestly speechless, was that all of last year and this year, my grandma has been extremely sick at the point that we thought that she would never walk again because she had some fissures in her vertebrae, and she started walking again. Like, honestly, it's a huge miracle. She's still in a lot of pain, but that was like the rose for me and my family this year, that she can have a better kind of quality of life, even though she can't get out of the house. But I mean, you have to count your blessings.
Yes. Yeah, that's very true. What's up, everybody? This is my friend down here, Burberry. Been my friend for a couple years now. And how you doing, Burberry? My brother, how you doing today? Peace and love to you. Can you hear me? I don't think you can hear me, but I think you gotta your sound is off or something. If it's on your speaker in your car, I'm not gonna be able to hear you. You gotta put on speakerphone on your phone. But Avalavi, would you like to say anything that happened to you, positive or negative this year?
This year has been positive. It started off rough. Because for me, one of my businesses is I have a dog walking business. So at first it was rough, but at the end of the year, it's getting good. I mean, I'm really having blessings right now, and my
Can you hear me?
birthday's coming up.
Yeah,
So
I can hear
I'm
you,
just
bro. Hold on.
trying to enjoy 2020.
Yes. You said you have a dog walking business?
Yeah.
That's so cool. I'm so jealous. I love dogs. That would be like one of my ideal jobs.
Avalavi walking down the street walking dogs. Though. Just imagine that, everybody. Just imagine Avalavi walking down the street with dogs, doing her hair. Doing her hair too.
Yeah.
But what's been positive this year for you, Avalavi?
I can't complain. I'm living. I lived in New York. I saw a lot of people pass. So living is good enough for me this year.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. So you say your negative output, because you do live in New York, was when Miss Rona hit, huh?
Yeah, I mean, for us, it hit hard.
Yeah.
It hit
We
hard.
remember that. We'll never forget that. We'll never forget it.
It hit because for us, we're still in lockdown. So I haven't had the reality of a world in months. Like, yeah, things are open, but nobody's there. Like, it's rough out here.
Same here.
That's true. What's up, Burberry? How you doing, my brother? How you doing?
What up? I could hear you earlier, but I was trying to say that I didn't want to be late. I hate being late, so I'm still not home yet. So I got my laptop in my car, and I'm driving right now.
Oh, it's good. You can talk, or you can call back in. If you don't have to just look at the thing, but we can hear you very well. If you would like to share your experiences of this year, either positive and negative, what has been the positive or negative outcome for you this year?
You know what? A lot of people ain't gonna agree with me, but I have not skipped one beat this year. When I heard about the coronavirus thing, I listened to what everybody had to say, on different news outlets and whatnot, and I realized that There's absolutely nothing I can do about this. This is a virus. You know what I'm saying? So what I did was I did my little research or whatever, and I went in the bathroom, got on my knees, and I prayed to God, and I said, God, there's nothing I can do about this. I just ask that you keep my friends and my family safe, and I'm gonna just have faith that everything's gonna work out. And since then, I ain't never missed work. I've been going to work. I've been stable financially. Everything's been okay with me, and I can't live in fear, because that means that I'm not having faith. So I'm not saying that the coronavirus, I'm not one of those people that say, oh, it don't exist or nothing like that. Yeah, it exists. But at the same time, I can't say that I have faith and then run around scared all the time.
Yes.
So I just do what I do. I wear my mask when they tell me to wear my mask or whatever, and just have faith in God that God is going, because there ain't nothing I can do about the virus at all.
Yes. Yes. What has anything positive happened to you this year? Like, how's 2020 treated you, like, so far in a good way this year?
I think just being able to maintain, my job or jobs, and my family staying healthy, that's good enough for me.
I hear that. Amen to that.
Extra. I'm able to keep up on all my bills and things like that's positive to me.
Yes.
So yeah, my life really hasn't skipped a beat.
Yes, that's very good to hear, my brother. I'm always happy to see you doing good. We talk on the phone here and there, but we gonna get back to that. And also, he has a YouTube channel, everybody. If y'all want to follow him, I don't know what you do on YouTube. If you talk about stuff, whatever, but we'll shout that out at the end of the video for you. But also, what's up, LeVon? How you doing, my brother? How you doing now?
I'm good. How are you, sir?
How has 2020 treated you?
It's been a bit of a mixed bag. There's been a lot of negativity, but also a lot of positivity. I really feel like during this time, it is what you make of it. It is horrible times for a lot of people, but we each have a choice to wake up every morning and do something that is positive. Thankfully for me, I haven't really suffered too much. I am grateful to have a job. I'm a writer, so I was able to work from home. But I used to be a server, and so I have a lot of friends in the service industry, and they all, like across the board, lost their jobs. And like, I know everyone was just so upset, and I thank God that I, had left the industry. So it's been very horrible for a lot of people. Me particularly, the negative part of it was I was worried about my own family. I have people who do have pre-existing conditions who would not listen and would still, they would wear a mask, but still go outside. And here I am screaming, like, stay at home, just stay at home. And they would wear that mask, but they would still like go outside. And, that terrified me, because with this Rona, let's just face it, we've been lied to for quite some time. So I don't really know who to believe, what exactly is going on. Telling me to stay 6 feet away from people and wash my hands. Well, I've been doing that my entire life. So that's not good enough for me. Like I don't want to hear that. Like I want to hear an actual like plan. So yeah, it's been very freaky. I take public transportation because I am from New York, but now I live in LA. And that has been, it's no more public transportation. It's been pretty bad. Like, and only the strangest people take public transportation now. So yeah, it's been a bit of a struggle.
So what has I want to say what has positive happened for you this year? Anything positive like that dramatically changed your life this year?
Absolutely. Well, since I have had some extra time, I decided to get back into my writing. I'm a novelist. I wrote 2 books, And during the pandemic, I was able to write 3 more. So hopefully I can, put that out there. But I did have a lot of time on my hands, and I did not know what to do with it. So I decided to just really focus on my craft. And writing a book is really hard, and it actually takes a really long time. A lot of people want to do it, but it's a huge process. And I hate to say it, but if it wasn't for Corona, I may not have had the time.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Okay, hey, we got a new caller up here, everybody. Y'all give Carrie a good welcome. How you doing, Carrie, today?
Gio, Gio, right?
Yes,
Okay.
Gio Malak.
Yes. When I was 14, the Pentecostal women told me about this day, about the New World Order, about the end times. And I'm not afraid of the virus. I'm afraid of the vaccines. So I'm afraid of, I have anxiety about what's going on in the world as a Christian.
Yes. Oh, give me a second, Miss Carrie. But Levon, people want to know where can they get your book? What you write about?
On Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, and Nebraska Book Company. So both my books are sold on all 3 of those platforms.
What's the name of your book so people can know what to go look for?
Thank you, Gio. So the first one is an urban fantasy, a supernatural superhero soap opera called Divine Apocalypse: The Beginning of the End. And then the second one is a nonfiction book called Chicken Caesar Salad for the Gay Soul, which is basically a help guide for people who are struggling with homosexuality or know somebody who is homosexual and doesn't really understand what that's about.
Amen
So, yes.
to that, brother. Amen to that. I'm congratulating you on that. That's a good, positive thing. You're doing a lot,
Thank you.
So we really appreciate you. But let's get back to Carrie. Y'all heard Levon. Y'all go look up his book now. Carrie, what has positive? What has positive been for you this year in 2020?
Well, today I did subbing, even though I have a spine injury and I'm physically disabled, which is why I no longer can teach. But I was able to work with second graders today. We had to still wear a mask, but it was a lot of fun.
Okay.
That's what's up. So you working with them little kids, huh? They wear masks too?
We all had to wear masks and face shields at times. And we all had to stay.
I couldn't hear you. Say that again.
Everybody has to wear a mask.
But they say kids are exempt from wearing masks. I just hear that a lot on TV.
Only up to certain age, Gio. Yeah. I think it's younger than 3-year-olds can't wear a mask because they can choke or something like that. But from 3 to up, they are supposed to wear a mask.
So you mean to tell me that babies probably can end up getting SIDS from wearing a mask? Most likely, huh? Mm-hmm. That is so crazy. But yes, Carrie, I would love to hear that more about you in a minute. But I'm gonna get to Lovely Aries. How you doing today, Lovely Aries?
I'm doing great. How are you? Hi, Lupon, Avlavi, Andrea, Carrie, everybody.
Hello.
So what has your positive and your negative experiences been on 2020?
2020 has definitely been a roller coaster. I will say that, first of all, I've had a lot of people that I know personally that have actually caught the virus. My best friend and her husband included. And she recently found out that her oldest daughter has also just recently tested positive for the virus. So this second wave it's not a hoax.
Thank you.
My grandmother caught it, but thankfully she recovered. But that was a very scary time to think that I might actually lose my grandmother, but she's a fighter and she pulled through. So we feel very blessed. And unfortunately, I was let go from my job. But the day that I walked out of that office, I told the president of the company that God does not close one door without opening another. And I chose to have a positive attitude. And I truly believe in the power of pronoia versus paranoia. I believe that things in the universe are happening for me. And, it's not something that's personal against me. So I made the decision, like, you know what? I'm never going to be in that position ever again. I'm never going to work anybody else's 9 to 5 ever again. And so I started my health and wellness company. So I'm looking forward to, I'm especially in this climate, is something that people need. And so it's all about helping people. And I'm looking forward to what the remainder of 2020 is going to bring. And I know that 2021 is just going to be lit.
Exactly. I love to hear that. But thank you, Big Red, for the super chat. I very appreciate you a lot. So let me tell y'all something else. I usually don't talk about little things like this because I know it's a negative and a positive thing I'm talking about with 2020. But what has the funniest experience y'all had this year with yourselves? It's personal experience. Y'all don't have to share it, but share something that has been funny to you this year.
Jesus.
Starting with Andrea.
Oh Lord, no. Okay, so please don't hate me, but for me it was very funny to see how everyone was going hectic with the toilet paper. Like you would see people going like crazy, filling out the cart with toilet paper. And 9 months from the pandemic, what did you do with all that toilet paper? They must have used it already.
The toilet paper, like it literally was it wasn't no hand sanitizer. It still ain't no Lysol. I don't know what's going on with Lysol. Lysol ain't even nowhere to be found. Like they
try Amazon.
You try
I swear, yeah, I bought Lysol on Amazon here in Mexico. That's and I'm like looking every day like, oh yes, there's Lysol, there's the aerosol, there are the wipes, and I'm buying not stashing, but what I need only, because that's not cool. Like, please don't hoard things. Yeah, but yeah, the toilet paper thing, because I work with a lot of Americans and Canadians, and they were complaining all the time about the toilet paper, and I was like, we have toilet paper. If you want to, I can try sending you some.
That's true. But look, I want to say a funny experience for me this year that I seen, and it went all over the internet. And I it's like this one song I keep remembering it. Like, you know about the Carole Baskin and
children
situation. Like, to me, honestly, like they call him the Tiger King. That was the funniest thing I ever seen in my life on Netflix, where Joe Exotic was blaming Carole Baskin for killing her husband and feeding him to the tigers and burying his bones somewhere. I don't know what was going on with that, but Joe Exotic was running an illegal tiger farm full of tigers and selling them. You know what I'm saying? So
that was literally the best thing that ever happened. It was so entertaining. Like I watched
the song is stuck in my head, little like that Carole Baskin. Killed her husband, whack. You know, that song is like super hilarious this year. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but that
was a whole music video. He got like it was pretty entertaining. And then the whole time she's sitting there, I didn't kill my husband. It's like, okay, well, what's going on there? That was entertaining.
So Avalabi, what was the funniest thing for you that happened this year?
The funniest thing was that I didn't go vacationing. I was so irritated, but I'm gonna get through it because that was funny to be at home. Listen, when I tell you Miss Rona got me, she got me. First, I had to start cooking and cleaning. Woo!
So you mean to tell me it's your first time cooking and cleaning?
No, I used to have a maid, and I used to go out every day.
You had a maid. Avlavi had a maid, everybody. You had a maid.
Good for you. I have one as well.
I'm the maid in my house, but okay.
I'm the maid in my house too.
Right.
Yeah, that's sad. That's very, very sad that you got to be the maid now. And you had a maid. Ain't that? That ought to be funny to you. Not to me, because I can't have no maid. I ain't even finna go buy one. You know what I'm saying? That's too much. But can I drop Andrea and the Blobby and bring up 2 other callers if that's cool with y'all? Y'all just stay in the background. I'll bring y'all back up.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. Lovely Aries, you are next. What was funny? Miss Carrie.
Hey, Jill. I hear an echo. Was it me?
No, it's not you, Carrie. It's Nurse Nerd with the echo. But what has been?
Okay, I'll come out. I'll leave.
No, you probably in YouTube. You probably got an exit out of YouTube.
You have to say allegedly she killed her husband. Tigers.
You say what now, Miss Carrie?
Allegedly.
Allegedly what?
She killed her husband and fed it to tigers.
Yeah, allegedly. Carol Baskin.
Allegedly.
I was singing that Carol Baskin song, and I never even heard it before.
What? You late, bro.
I used to hear everybody else singing it, and I'm like, hey, that's kind of catchy, Carol Baskin. I never even seen the video before.
Here, kitty.
I seen the show, like, she killed that man. But I never seen the song, though. Wasn't it?
Oh, Nurse.
Yeah.
You got a real bad echo.
Okay, let me get out.
All right, I'm gonna bring pieces up. Try to fix that.
Okay.
Pieces up.
It's that Carol Baskin connection.
That's that what?
Don't feel bad, Burberry, because I have not watched Tiger King either. So now I don't feel bad. I'm not alone.
Hey, but you know the song, though, huh?
No.
Oh, man, y'all late.
I watched a couple episodes, and it started getting a little like, wait a minute, I gotta watch this when my kids ain't home.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, this is cool, but I was like,
That
But
man got not 1, but 2 straight husbands. How that happened? Like, it don't make no sense.
I'm not even gonna lie. The saddest part I seen in it when that dude did that to himself. I ain't gonna say what he did, but when his own life, that was very sad. But Peaches, what has happened to you this year that has been negative and positive? Because we haven't even asked you that of 2020.
Well, I live in Australia, so when the virus hit, I had to stop my job and I had to be a full-time carer for my grandma and my grandpa. And my grandma has terminal cancer, so I looked after them. And the good thing about 2020 is that I got to spend a lot more time with them than I would have. I really appreciate that. So
that's good. So what has been positive for you also this year?
Yeah, being able to be around them and be closer to my family members.
she said that, fool.
So yeah.
But yeah, that's good. You being close to your family members, that's always good, to be around your family members during this dramatic time that we experienced in 2020. That is always good to hear that people getting around their family, actually being with their family, because you don't know when the next time you might see your family. So it's best to spend the little times that you can with your family. That's the very most important thing that should be the outcome for everybody this year, is spend a little bit of time that you can with your family. But what was the funniest thing that happened to you this year?
Well, to do with that song, I don't know if anyone's seen the video of Kylie Jenner dancing to it, and she's like moving her butt around with her friend. So whenever I think of that song, I just like envision her butt like.
Something good came out of it, I guess.
But I think the funniest thing was I bought costumes for my nan and I to get dressed up in, and one was Mexican themed, where we wore like Mexican themed stuff, and we ate Mexican food, and we drank tequila. So it was pretty fun.
What kind of Mexican food did you eat? Some Taco Bell Mexican food or one of them places you can't pronounce?
Australian Mexican, so it's very different. Yeah, we don't have real Mexican.
People will say you're racist if you dress up like a Mexican and you ain't Mexican.
Hey, Carrie, I'm gonna drop you real quick and bring up Nurse Nerd.
You cannot do that out here in Seattle.
Hello, everyone. Sorry, Gio, about that.
No problem. But what has been your negative and your positive experience for 2020? How has 2020 treated Miss Nerd or Nurse and Nerd?
Well, as far as like, I don't have anything negative that happened. I'm very, very grateful for that, and especially grateful for have been able to run into you guys. If it wasn't for quarantining, I would have never ran into anyone on here. So I really appreciate that. Hi, Levon. So I really appreciate that. And then especially the fact of the matter is, I know it's going to sound so cliche and so corny, but especially having the time to spend with family and friends and to be able to get to know everyone again, because I was working insane hours, didn't realize it until the world stopped. And it's like, hey, people are dying. I know, that's horrible, but take a moment. Like, you may end up being the next person. How do you want your last minutes to be?
Exactly. That's real. That's real. That's the realest thing I ever heard came from you. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But you sound like a
Do you guys think that it's kind of funny that there's all of a sudden there's no reports of the flu or nothing? And everything.
No, the flu is still being reported. I actually work at the hospital and all that good stuff. It's just like what happens is everything gets blown into making sure that everybody knows about it, because at the end of the day, we want to make sure that public health is very precautious. Sorry, Levon, what were you going to say?
Oh, no, I wanted to let you finish, but I actually have a question for you specifically, if that's okay.
Yeah.
So, as an essential worker, like, how, I'm not going to ask where you're from, but like, how has it changed for you from the beginning to how it is now? Is it your own personal experience? Has it gotten better, worse? Because I know it was really bad for a lot of people in the beginning.
I don't want to push more onto the conspiracy type of situation, because my insight is not the same as someone in New York, someone in California, Nevada, and things of that sort. But the same way that gentleman just brought up about the flu, being in the hospital, there are plenty of other viruses that are very, very terminal illnesses that you would not be, like meningitis. You can lose limbs. People are in their 20s losing their whole entire body parts, but you don't hear about that disease. It's not popularized, but it's something that you just hang around someone coughs, you will catch it.
Yeah. I just want to thank Allegedly for sending the super chat. I very appreciate you, because we do say allegedly a lot up here, but
that's funny.
We got D Brooklyn up here, y'all. Y'all get D Brooklyn a welcome.
What's up, D Brooklyn?
What's
going on?
What's going on?
Good to see you again, man.
Good to see you. Always good seeing you too. But what was your negative and your positive and your funny moments of 2020? What has 2020 done for you, my brother?
2020. I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna go negative to positive.
Okay.
Well, my first negative actually turned into a positive because I stopped watching the damn news.
Tell them.
The news and the media is number one negative out of this year.
All about it.
They starting all this ish.
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't know if somebody said that before. I had it on mute. I couldn't hear nothing. I was on the phone.
Nobody said it, but you said it.
No, I don't want to be copying people. You know what I mean? What you laughing for, Jill?
My homeboy Burberry is a fool.
I want. Hey, keep going. He ain't telling nothing but the truth. He ain't never lied.
I'll join you.
What else happened for you?
Never lied. But the media show did lie. I'll tell you that. Right damn now.
Go ahead, D. Brooklyn.
Let's turn the light on.
I forgot my train of thought. No, all right. Yeah, the media is stirring up everything, and it's not just COVID. It's all these issues around the country and everything, around the world even. They the number one culprit in all of this madness. Look at the political thing. Don't get me started on that. We're not going politics. They stirring up that pot. You got justice issues. Stirring up that pot. They stirring it up again now. What else? I mean, the media, I can go all day. You know what I mean? What else? What else? Negative. Negative times the negative equals a positive. Say it again, Kim Wasabi. I'm trying to think of what the hell. I had a whole plan, and then the call came through.
So what has been a positive experience though for you?
Positive?
Yeah.
You mugs on the screen right there.
Thank you. We appreciate you. We appreciate you a lot. And it'll be my positive for everybody who up here calling in and the super chats and besides out of that, my family, my kids, my job, everything, people who were friends that's close by me, thanks to Burberry. That's one of my brothers right there. I've been knowing him for 8 years. You know what I'm saying? And like we both go through a lot, but we still come out on top of the day and we smile at the end of the day and we try to make something fun and laughed out of it. We're on this group chat on Facebook and we always throw little subliminals out there that keep us laughing. And if we're going at each other, we stay laughing and being positive towards the situation. Yep. So, that's my brother right down there for real. But D Brooklyn, what has been super funny for you this year that you didn't ever even experience before in your life of 2020?
Block parties.
You say what? Black parties. Yeah, it's finna be one tonight.
Yeah.
So you better tune in.
At
7 o'clock.
Some of them joints, I ain't never laughed so hard in my life.
Right. Same.
Yeah, the block party finna jump.
So everybody, what happens at the block party? Everybody.
Oh, Burberry. Let me tell you what happened at the block party. Okay, so we got Sherelle's World, which put me on the YouTube, and we got her husband Perry. When they go on a block party, you gonna hear some things that you ain't even expect to hear. Sometimes people say some stuff on the block party that they weren't supposed to say, and it just come out.
It's a digital thing. He was talking about like a real block party. Like
it is a real block party. Hold up,
It's
virtual block party. Got it.
Virtual.
No, it's just more than a virtual block party. This is a real. Your whole house to a block party. Yeah, your car gonna be lit up.
For real. Dang.
Yeah.
And so you do it like this, like an interface like this, where it's like.
Now it's more busting though. You forget that you even on the computer once you get on here.
Dang, I plug in my VR.
You can plug in whatever you want to, but LeVon, let me drop you and bring up Sarah. Stay in the background for me, my brother. I'll bring you back up.
Definitely.
Love Aries. What has been funny for you this year?
I was just about to say some of the funniest moments that I have had have been between Sherelle and Perry and UGO. I mean, you guys literally keep me in stitches. And just like Nurse and Nurse said, if it wasn't for being on lockdown and having more time on my hands, I never would have found your channels. Like I had come across Sherelle's channel once before, but I was just kind of like, I don't know, it might not be my cup of tea, but I just like gave it a chance one day and I have been addicted ever since. So you guys have definitely, like they say, laughter is a form of medicine and therapy, and you guys definitely bring it.
Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate you because we actually touching y'all people. That's what we plan to do, is to really get on here and reach out to y'all and have y'all come up here and share y'all experiences and talk to us. And what if it's negative or positive, we still gonna let it be known that you guys are giving your experiences and what you go through on a day-to-day basis. We love you. You know, we love that. We support you too, and y'all don't even know it. You know, we let y'all just come on the platform and just let it all out. You know, what if you've been going through a bad week or a good week, come on here and let it all out. You know, so we really appreciate you guys. But that's a good thing. I'm so happy you said that. Almost brought me to tears. I'm just joking. I don't cry. But
Yeah, you
nurse,
do. Stop lying.
Beta male.
thugs don't cry. You hear me? But nurse and nerd, what has been the funniest thing for you this year?
Like I will obviously, I never had a maid, but I did have a house cleaner, and I hadn't went to a grocery store for almost a year. So actually now having to go to the grocery store and actually having to do like little things and clean and cook and everything, I was like, what the hell is this? This is not the type of I'm like, I'm not built for domestic stuff, and meanwhile I'm married, so it's been a hilarious ride.
Who you telling?
Who your maid is? I want to know
It's
who's
not
your
a maid.
My maid?
It's
My
a
maid is Maria. She lives in the Heights. I saw her the other day. I was so like, Maria, please cook for me. I will pay you.
Maria probably looked at you like, oh no, Oblavi, you always on the internet and got the dog running around, poopy. Oh no, she probably was like, I don't want to clean up after that dog. Like, you got that little dog over there, don't you?
No, I don't have any dogs in my apartment. I keep it clean.
Oh, so you be sitting the dogs? That's you bring them dogs in your apartment?
No, I have I walk the dogs, and then when I sit them, I have a backyard, so they stay in the backyard.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Maybe you can, if I get an animal, I can just send him to you and let you take care of the animal for a full year with 50% off, right?
That's still too much.
I'm just saying, just 50% off. You can give me a discount, and I come see the dog every 2 years. I'll come stop by and say hi.
Yeah, he went from a year to 2 years.
Yeah, because I can't live with animals. I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all just come say hi to the dog. How you been? And yep, I'm see you in a minute.
What I will say about this year is I didn't really think I would call in. And then I called into Sherelle's show, and I was like, maybe I should tone myself down. And I was like, no, I'm not going to.
You better not, Avi Lobby. We love you like you are.
Yeah, go ahead and just tell us your contact number and your address so we can go ahead and drop some little animals off at your spot. Everybody, Ablabi is a dog walker, and she takes care of animals. She'll take care of monkeys, kangaroos, orangutans, whatever you want her to take care of, hyenas, anything you want.
This is not Carol Baskin. We don't do
Well, today is gonna be that way. You're gonna have to take care of all the animals. You might as well open up a store in your backyard because we dropping the dogs off worldwide. You take care of dogs on the west, in the east, in the mid. We bringing them all over to your house. All right, that cool?
Negative.
Pow. Them dogs is gonna be dropped off. How much you charge the dog walk?
I charge $30 for 30 minutes, $60 for 60 minutes. I charge $100 a night.
Well, I can tell you this. You can charge me $20 like you're babysitting the kids a day to babysit a dog for me. Is that cool?
Negative.
I mean, it's gonna be a cute dog. I can just drop it off at your house and I can just drop it off at your house. Is that okay?
Negative.
You don't do it.
Negative.
All right, I got you, D.
2 minutes.
I got you, D. Brooke. Let me bring back LaVon up here. Yeah, so how do y'all plan on? That's the last thing, and we on the last 10-minute mark. So I'm gonna let y'all say y'all last words before y'all leave. But how do y'all plan off ending this year in a positive or negative way? Nerd, we're gonna start with you. Quit muting yourself and unmuting yourself. You know you want to talk. Go ahead.
Am I unmuted?
You was muted and unmuted. I don't know what you over there doing.
What am I now? Unmuted?
Yeah, you.
Oh, okay. Well, we do plan on ending the year off in Oregon. It's a group trip, because at the end of the day, guys, ain't no telling what's gonna happen. At least enjoy it with whomever you're with. turn up, pop your bottles, do everything you need to do, because tomorrow is literally not promised. I'm not going to be sitting up here staring at four walls in Desmond. I'm not doing
Okay, we're gonna start with you next, Burberry. What are you planning on doing this year to end this year in a good way or a positive or negative way?
Man, I'm just keep on doing what I'm doing. I ain't gonna stop. Feed my family. Make sure I stay working and keep my pockets straight. That's the only thing you can do, and pray. That's it. As long as you got some money in your pocket, can't nobody stop you from doing nothing. Period.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna let you a nurse nerd down. Y'all done with what y'all said. I'm gonna see you in a minute, my brother. Let me see what nurse nerd. Oh, that I'm sorry, lovely Aries. Hold on. Okay, let me. Oh, Queen Cascade up here. Ablavi, what do you gotta say before we get up out of here?
This was cute. I'm gonna watch Love After Lockup. I see that Dylan is engaged again, even though he don't know how to pick woman. The
Do
rest
you
of
board the dogs?
yeah,
Somebody want to know, do you board them dogs?
yes.
Okay. I don't even know what that meant.
That
But
means they stay at your house.
somebody asked that, and I think they want to. Hold on, let me see. Somebody asked that in the chat because they want to know. Danzo undressed. This person right here asked that. Damsel in a dress asks, "Do you do that?" So she needs to come to your house and go ahead and drop her pup as a litter off for her dog. She got 2 dogs.
Okay,
You know,
well,
she said she want to do it for free though.
No, I don't work for free.
You got to do it for free because she in the chat. She in the chat now.
Gio, that's not how business works. You don't
Well,
know
business works.
you don't realize how much work a dog is.
I know that it's work.
I had one, so I know.
It's work, but I like things for free, so you got to do it for free
You're
for
right,
me.
but I don't.
It's a free for me.
Well, you gotta make some exceptions. We gonna have to work on that.
Listen, you could do it for free, and then you could video chat me.
I can't live with dogs. I don't even walk. If I walk a dog, your dog might go missing because I'm gonna let him go run with the cats and everything else. Birds, you gonna I'm gonna tell you the truth. But let's get the Queen Cascade and see what you got to say. What has been negative and positive for you this year, and the funny outcome for you this year? What has your experiences been on 2020? How has 2020 treated you, Queen Cascade?
Well, good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody in the chat. I think to each thing that I would say, there's been a positive and a negative. So in terms of my general health, I've had medical issues and things going on. So I'd say that was a negative, but on the positive side, I've been able to take the time out now to really be able to deal with certain things. In terms of motherhood, being able to, obviously the negative is, homeschooling with the current situation. But on the other end of it, I've been able to sort of do a whole heap of things with my daughter in terms of her education and history. And just in terms of, she's a teenager, so cooking, cleaning, and all the things that I want to be able to instill in her as she's growing up. So I've had more time, in a sense, to be able to focus on those elements. I'd say for a long while, I was obviously hibernating because of stuff that had kind of gone on the internet before this kind of pandemic. So on a positive, I'd like to say thank you to everybody because it's kind of brought me out of hibernation. And it feels like we're building a virtual family. It feels like essentially finding a tribe, finding somewhere where, people that have similar interests, similar, I don't know what the word is because I'm tired. It's late here, guys. But I think you get the vibe. I'm just appreciative for everybody's love, for everybody's the way that people have been able to inform me about the way you guys live, and just the exchange in education, intelligence, world events. Do you know what I mean? Everything that I'm kind of learning from you guys as well.
Okay, that's what's up.
That was very beautiful.
That's what's up. We appreciate that. I'm gonna drop you and bring up D Brooklyn if that's okay.
No problem. Do you
Drop
think?
you up, Lobby.
Oh, we missed you,
All right.
Queen.
Let me bring up D Brooklyn.
Ah, right now. Bring her back. Bring her back.
Bring who back?
Queen.
Oh, I'm at the last 5 minutes though. I'm trying to
right.
wrap it up. But we can talk in the background. You know what I'm saying? When I'm done,
got
with it, y'all stay in
I
the
got
back. But what's the last words you would like to say? You know that you're gonna end where you're gonna end off 2020.
Well, first I wanna thank people because those folks that I want to thank, not all of them are in the chat. Like, first of all, Jean. That's a queen right there. Jean Hughes. Beautiful soul. There's about 2 or 3 other people that I can't name because they're not here on the chat. I haven't seen them.
I mean, you can name whoever you want to name, bro. This up here is to get it really.
I'm not putting anybody's name out there that's not here. You know what I mean? What I'm saying, like Bobby, my boy right there, Bobby. Yeah. That's about the funniest dude you ever meet. I'm telling you. Y'all think I'm funny? Y'all need to have a chat with Bobby. I'm telling you. Yeah. Queen, I said this to you. There's two people in this world I could have certain intellectual conversations with. That's my business partner and Queen Cascade right there, for real. All this is possible because you, Gio, because of Perry and Sherelle. All of it's possible. Y'all got us through this pandemic like y'all was a blessing. I'm telling you.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
And Big Red came. Oh, Big Red, what's good? You know what I mean? She's like she's like that cousin from Chicago. You know what I mean?
You know, Big Red is a big crybaby. We love her though.
Everything he's saying is actually so much is what I.
Crying is okay.
No.
Like for real.
Like Gio, really, I really turned it on Gio channel actually first. And I was like, you know, I'm not into Facebook. I'm really not into the internet, honestly. And when I met Gio and Perry and Israel and then Adam and then everybody in the chat, V, Andrea, Jean, all of them, everybody in the chat is my family. You brought me through so much. You opened me up because I didn't open up for nobody. I really did. And you brought me back and you really saved me. And I love Ebony. I really love her. And LeBron, all of you guys. And I just want to say thank you.
We really do love you, Big Red, and we appreciate your support. Seriously.
I love you, D Brooklyn. D Brooklyn don't even know he like my big brother, but yet I know he's younger than me. But he's kind of like, really, my big brother got shot, and he act just like him. And he's dead. So, and that was the only one that ever loved me. I was adopted. He got me through a lot. When I lost him and my father, it was it. And D Brooklyn came along, Gio, you just don't know what you have done for me. I love you. I love all of you in the chat. And you are my positivity, really. And I know I talk shit on the thing. I really do. That's not me. Actually, it's not. But you make me just laugh.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Big Red, every time you come on the screen, I really enjoy it. So thank you as well.
Yes. I ain't gonna lie to you. When I seen him,
that's me being silly. Honestly, if you really knew me, you would see I'm an all the way around woman. But lately, this pandemic really got my anxiety just high level. But you guys brought it here and say that you know what, it's gonna be okay.
Yes.
I really treat like a real auntie.
I love Nurse Nerd. I really love her. And Kat out in the chat, that mod you got, she the bomb. She really is. I love her. I love everybody in the chat. I can't say all the names. And Andrea, I love you, Andrea. I really do. So
Mhm.
and that's all I gotta say, because y'all know I can't be blushing around here. I'm gonna see y'all at the block party. I'm gonna be bent by then.
Oh wow.
I love
We
you.
love you too. I love you
We
too
love
so
you
much,
too, Big
Big
Red.
Red. You always
Because
supporting
y'all
me.
got me like a baby. Bye.
That's
That
my
was so
big. That's
sweet.
Auntie Big Red, man. I'm
I love
telling you,
that.
I love that woman to death. For real, for real. Ain't nothing I do for her in the world. Y'all give her the support because she really do support me, Sherelle, and Perry, and John, Pal. But I ain't mean to say that name, but
I was gonna say who?
I meant Up and Adam. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Right. Right.
Whoopsie.
That was a whoops, not that guy. but
I don't know who that is.
we who am I leaving out right here? Is it who was that? Lovely Aries? No, it was Levon actually, huh? Yeah, I'm my bad, my brother. How would you like to end this year?
Yes.
Fact.
So I guess. Thank you for asking. My message to everyone. I think that we've all gone through a lot of hardship, and even if we haven't personally gone through it, we've seen a lot of it. But this is a very unique time in history, and what I would suggest for everyone is this is a time to basically do whatever you want to do, whatever your dream is. Now's the time to go for it. It's a unique time in history, and we've all lost a lot, but it really did change the world, and now we have an opportunity to do a lot better.
Yeah.
And make turn these lemons into lemonade and use this time to do something positive. My plan is to get a license because I'm from New York and we don't drive in New York, but now I'm in LA and I need to drive. So like I need
That
to
part, get
figure
them
it out.
Get them L's. It ain't hard to get them. You just got to do what you got to do to get them. I hope you get them. I'm praying that you really do get them. And also, I don't want to forget about Rich Andrew. Everybody, y'all, thank y'all for supporting Rich Andrew. He's actually a funny guy. He came out of nowhere on Sherelle's channel. Y'all make sure y'all tune in on Sherelle when she's up there with him. Dude is actually funny. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I just like his personality, his vibe, and the way his demeanor is. Like, he comes off sweet, kind, and then next thing you know, he drilling in your ass. Period. Like he gonna get
like that.
he gonna say some stuff that I ain't gonna say. And I was like, man, this dude is really funny. Like, but Lovely Aries, how you want to end this year off?
How do I want to end this year off? Just with family and continuing to grow my business and more videos from you guys. We should have like a block party New Year's Eve extravaganza.
That part. That whole part. But is that your last words? I'm gonna drop y'all. You know, thank y'all so much for coming up here and supporting this. Happy bad 2020 and good 2020, because this year was full of ups and downs. So I'm gonna let y'all down, and peace and love to y'all. Y'all can stay in the background. I'll talk to y'all in a minute.
Yep.
Peace.
Please. But yeah, there y'all have it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure that you hit the sub button and subscribe. It's not hard to, and then hit the notification bell while you at it so you can be notified when I do go live. Also, follow me on Instagram, GO_said_it. And God bless everybody for the year 2020. I might do a part 2 about, I'll say December 31st. On New Year's, I'll do a 2020 ending to enter in 2021. So I'll see you guys in a minute. God bless everybody. I have a lovely night and see you at the block